Still, we finished a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. I think it just froze on me. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Mutao, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything else in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard, towards the main gate.
It's the cafeteria!
Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems grand until I realize that many of them are too accommodative to students who need special diets. Oh nice, it almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to gain my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite.
Do you want to know something?
What?
About anything. Well, your guides, you should ask us if there is something.
I wonder... Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about something that personal, can I? I can't come up with anything else, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sunglasses at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. A dark-haired girl I noticed was slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into a seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either didn't notice or didn't mind it as they walked directly past to their seats and began to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other girls and finally the teacher. Getting into a rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me be like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Son, me, Misha, and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, He-chan. We've got to hurry in already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Oh, wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own buildings, so we have to go outside.
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, but it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamako Foundation office and other nurses' offices. We even have a swimming pool.
How is that official?
Don't be silly, He-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in here, too. A nurse's office is almost on the first floor. You'll be fine from there, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will be the only quick visit like the teacher said. Yeah, my voice is becoming so... On a white door on the left, there's a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there! What can I do for you today? He is young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash the impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am! It says so on the door, no? Oh shit. We had a little technical difficulty there, I'm sorry about that. Why, yes I am, it says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course. I shook off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm the new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hasao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that, Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures for me to sit in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Oh, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly nurses, we don't do brain surgery here. This joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. So yeah, that's really weird to have so many medical people at the school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me find your file again. While he's searching for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, I think that's what it says, and the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even ridiculous educational posters are hanging on 4 walls, reminding me to go eat properly 3 times a day and form all the food groups. Boring. I'd rather just eat junk food all day. Smelling the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright. I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never didn't have a burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, risking other attack is not a good idea. Ugh, can't read today. Was the previously one caused by sudden concussion or chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. My physical therapy is much available, as I said, and I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, and that sort of thing. Swimming may be physical here, so I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over to my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, oh shit. I am so sorry for this. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are white to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end. I poke my head around the door of the common dorm room. Instead, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. It seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About a halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent up to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 11-7, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Blind. No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. He looks like Harry Potter! I saw Nakai. I'm moving to the next room. I thought I should introduce my space-only brains in realization. He stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in his smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm.
Oh, sup dude. My name's Kenji.
He talks really cool, but I make him sound like such a dork. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Your parents, you sure? 'Cause they could have been some other people, too. Can't judge a book by its cover.
His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond.
I'd say the chances are high enough.
No, that was me. Shit. He showed us to make some exaggerated hand gestures. I meant to do my voice, not his.
You brilliant man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I can trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? Thinks about this for a while.
A wise decision.
Damn, you are smarter than you look.
Probably.
What do you look like?
I hope not smart.
He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of my door, marked 11-9, or 1219. Whatever, I can't read today, shut up. Bleak beige walls, white line, and a desk made of some type of light wood. Ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. The bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked by my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. I notice it pinned on the sleeve of one of my shirts. Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped that I would have, since there would be something to do. Still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down in my bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned for me wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming in for the entire day too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be in this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now... The bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick one up and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisonakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I began my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank and familiar ceiling for a long time. Looks like I'm a little past my 15-minute mark. I'm just going to finish up this one paragraph. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers.